Hello there and welcome to Somatic Yoga. Today I send you greetings from the rainy Cyprus, and of course I am here in my living room, comfortable again away from the rain. It's a little colder here today. So if you are watching a live stream and are not here today, Wednesday, just go ahead and fast forward about 7 to 8 minutes. And that's when the class is really starting. So yoga room is open. Welcome. There is already one has arrived. Welcome to Somatic Yoga. You can get comfortable at your home with your mat. Yoga room is open, so we are waiting for a few more to show up today. And what we need is your mat. And again, as always for Somatic Yoga, it's comfortable to have blankets under your head. We don't know what we're going to do today. We'll see what we do, but we will need something like a band. So, okay, if you have a belt, yoga belt handy, you can use your yoga belt as well. It's not a problem. If you have a band, perfect. If you don't have belt or band, you would need a scarf. I could use even worst come to worst, I have a doggy blanket, which is used for cats. So you make from something that will help you with this exercise that we do today. We're going to do a pelvic reset, which is perfect for your lower back and for your hips and your pelvic bowl. So that's my idea. And you would need some kind of thing to bind your legs. Okay, so either a scarf, a band, or a belt, any one of those. Actually, I would think that the band or the scarf are most comfortable for this one. And of course, maybe a glass of water. And I'm having my empty cup here, so I'm going to get a little bit more water. Blocks are there if you need it, but not necessary today. Let's wait a little bit more before the class is starting. I'm going to get a little bit of a drink. So here is my little yoga room. I'm having comfortably here today by myself. I'm here by myself. My family is even gone. So I have my house for myself for the moment. Yes, we have a few more minutes before we start, and I don't know if you hear that it's lightning. And should the internet go, I again apologize now if we are going to be cut off. Should that happen, remember, those of you who are right now in the yoga room ready waiting, the same link will not work. So if you are online and this live stream cuts off, please refresh your page, go back to Suzy Yoga Cyprus, and then join the new live stream. This will, as even if it were to return, it kicks out everyone who is here, unfortunately. So then I have to start from zero and start new live stream, just in case that something like that should happen to me in my computer, because it's very heavily raining and lightning here. During this time, while I'm taking a drink, and being very comfortable. There is an aspect of live stream teaching that is very comfortable. The teacher being on your own home, having your cozy cozy space here. I wanted to talk about the fact that some people might might ask, why somatic yoga? Why not vinyasa? Why not kundalini? Why not another form of physical strong yoga? Every yoga has its benefits. And as we know, vinyasa flow, hatha. Hatha is the base for all the other yoga styles. Even Ashtanga is coming from Ashtanga. Everything has its own benefits and perfect because it moves your body and your kundalini energy and creates health in that way. So why somatic yoga? Somatic yoga is slow. Mostly we do exercises eyes closed to get that internal experience. Well, it's much about injury prevention. It's much about preventing something like an overload or stress impact happening to your body or in a joint. So most of us begin somatic yoga when the injury has already happened. Of course, I mean, then you have to stop. You have to slow down and start slowly thinking, okay, how is this? What is left from the movement range in the joint, either knee or shoulder or wrist or anything? Do somatic yoga once a week and you prevent injury because you are allowing your own joint move in its own range slowly and internally. So your brain is constantly in communication with your body. And because we move very fast, we're not thinking we're doing, and you must admit that mostly the injuries, when they happen when we're moving very fast and you're not even thinking. So somatic yoga is bringing you into your body, slow movement, eyes closed. You are aware of possibly every centimeter or every single tiny movement that you do in much larger scale. And like I said before, your brain is communicating with your body. The more internal and quiet and slow you are in your movements, you are able to sense the energy inside and outside of your body. So this is the beauty of somatic yoga. And I've said that before. What is my benefit? Finding in my practice of somatic yoga, it is the deepening of all movements. And as an example, back bending. Okay, in vinyasa flow, we do a lot of back bend. Ashtanga yoga as well, cobra, upward facing dog, all these kinds of things. And from somatic yoga, I have found deeper back bends, easier chest openings, perfect shoulder and shoulder blade strength by just slowing my movements down and allowing my brain to digest what is going on. Is there some cracking going on? Why is that cracking happening? Not to pinpoint, oh, the cracking is happening because of this and this. Let your internal messaging, let that happen, and your brain will understand what's happening in the shoulder. You don't have to really know. If you slow the movements down, there is healing happening. So your body has amazing power to heal itself. So when you are already doing injury prevention, you are indeed healing yourself slowly. So I'm looking at the time and I'm just going and talking here, and it is time to start. So now those who are watching this before, hi, now the class is starting. So wherever position you are in is also okay. I'd like you to lie down. So as a message for everybody, I'm not going to lie down myself. I would just encourage you to lie down and make yourself comfortable. Put something under your head. We're just going to do a little tuning in. And I'm hoping you're warm there wherever you are. Close your eyes. Keep your palms open. And when you're lying, keep your feet apart and hands apart. So not hands touching. Hopefully you're able to be comfortable and not have the cold floor right underneath your hands. So you are relaxed on your back. If a lower back should be sensitive for any reason, you can always keep your knees bent, widen your feet to side, and let your knees relax into each other. This is also very, very comfortable if you feel that leg straight is making you arch in the lower back. And that again means that your spine is tight, it's contracting, and your abdominals are loose. That's why you are arching in your neutral or relaxed position. You can correct it by deepening and concentrating on the belly button in, but bend your knees to be more comfortable at this time. And close your eyes. So just focus on your breath. And sense the movement of your breath in your body. You want to really stop movement. So stop moving, fidgeting. Just trying to find the place that you're comfortable still. And if that comfortable position is not coming to you right now, just make the adjustment. You still can make an adjustment, but you're not to move. Just slowly coming in yourself, and it's incredibly strong rain here outside right now. I don't know if you can hear that. So focus on your breath, doing that scan, starting from your feet. Shoot anytime my electric go and we are cut off, then just do the practice in your own time today. Then if that happens, then it's meant to be like that today. You will continue doing whatever you're doing. So bring your focus to your toes, and if you wish to move that body part, as I call it, thunder it. Focus on your toes, arches of your feet, your ankles, your calves that are touching the floor, backs of your knees, back of your thighs, your pelvic bowl, your tail, coccyx, your whole abdominal area, your belly button, pelvic girdles. Just follow your spine, tail, all the way up to your head. Sensing that your head is relaxed on the floor. Sensing the space between your ears and your shoulders. Focusing on your shoulder blades, the upper back, your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, hands and your fingers. Coming back in front of your chest to your heart space, your rib cage, and your lungs, your throat area and your jaw, and relaxing your jaw. Your tongue. I say that again if the thundering is overpowering my voice. And your forehead, eyes, skull. And allowing your breath just flow in and out. And sensing a deep relaxation. And just following your breath a little bit more. And then bringing that breath a little bit stronger. So I'd like you to just deepen your inhale. And then exhale. You can keep the breath in your nose. A nice strong inhale through nose. And exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. You have to activate the breath as much as possible to really expand your chest. A little bit stronger, deeper, fill all your chest with air and then blow it out through your mouth. Again, inhale through your nose. Full, maybe a moment of breath holding and then through your mouth, exhale. Do that one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Washing away the breath as the brain is washing this house right now. Your breath is washing your body inside and outside. So if you're comfortable continuing to relax with your legs straight, you can. If you need to bend your knees, you are also allowed to do that also later as you understand what we're doing next. Try to follow without looking into the computer or your phone, wherever this is going on. I'd like you to start rotating your arms. So as you have your palms open and the back of your hand on the floor, I'd like you to start rotating the thumb. Spread your fingers nice and open. You will start to rotate the thumb over the ceiling side down to the floor so that your hands are facing the floor. And then you rotate open. In your own time, if you still have questions how that happens, just take a slow look to the computer. So my hands are open and you are rotating your hands in. And avoid that it's only on the wrist and or the elbow. I like you to rotate with your straight arms. So really straighten your arms as much as you can. You rotate your hands open, completely, straight elbows, and you rotate your hand palm down. Both hands at the same time. Rotating very nice and slow to open. And then rotating in. Do that one more time. Simultaneously right and left. Rotating open. Really don't need to feel that rotation in your shoulder. And then you rotate it in. If you need to move your arms a little bit further away to side, you can. As we want to rotate over, that means that as the thumb is coming from the ceiling side and your back of your hand is on the floor, I want to lift my little finger to the ceiling. So really going as high and open with the little finger as possible to the maximum. Now we're going to come down and rotate the arm all the way to the other direction so that maybe the little finger comes to the ceiling again. And again. Close your eyes if you're clear now with the exercise. Rotating the arms as far to one direction as possible. And then rotating them to the other direction as far as possible. And think of the little finger being that rotates maximum direction, but you are rotating from your shoulder as well, the whole entire arm. One more rotation, whichever direction you are rotating right now, and then come back to relax. If you move your arms to side, you can bring them back to the side of your body. And then we rotate our legs. So I like you to, hopefully you have nothing between your feet, like I have my blanket. You have activating the legs a little bit so that you are straightening the knees. So now you have been bending still now. I'm hoping that you are able to tuck under, press the lower back to the floor, then release it and straighten your legs. And I like you to rotate from the hip socket. So you activate the inner thigh to rotate the toes to touch. Remember, your ankles are quite relaxed and you touch the big toes to each other, not more. And then you release. So the outward rotation and the feet fall apart. And activate toes together and release. I'll show you in this way so you'll easily be able to see it. Rotate inward, toes touching, and I relax. Rotate, relax. You can do this very slowly. And then that point when you let go is really like releasing those legs. Activate the inner thighs and release. Activate, release. Activate, release. If you need to bend your knees to do this, its movement becomes a little bigger, but you are still able to do it from the hip socket. So whatever feels good to you, always alternative. You don't wish to have your knees straight. And this movement, I like you to start doing it faster. You can see that I'm trying to speed it up. Keep your eyes closed and just fasten up your rotation of your legs. You still think that activate, relax, activate, relax, activate, relax, activate, relax. And then it just naturally goes faster. And we're going to keep this going. Try to keep your upper body still. Try to keep your belly button in, supporting your body. Try to keep the movement going. It's more movement. It's going to take a while for you to get tired. So keep going. We're going to go till we get tired. It's going to be really good for your hip sockets. Anytime you need to slow it down, or you lose the rhythm, or anytime you need to stop, of course you can stop and then start again. I try to go as fast as I can. And I start to feel that in my inner thighs now that I'm going to get a little bit tired. Some of us get tired very fast, some of us not at all. Keep going. Oh, I lose my rhythm here. Keep going. Keep your breath comfortable. Keep your eyes closed. Keep that movement going. One more minute. Can we go faster? This isn't the rain, the ceiling. I'm trying to go faster. I'm hoping that you are hearing my voice. Faster. Can we go a little faster? I think that you start to feel it now. I feel it. A little bit faster, a little bit faster, a little bit faster. 4. Downtown. 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Just let your legs completely relax and just feel that vibration there. Inner thoughts. Go ahead and bend your knees completely up. Feet. And now let's release those that have lower back issues. Let's just imprint a few times. So keep your knees, pelvis apart, and you're going to rock. Again, showing you, but I'm sure you can follow imprinting. Is that lower back coming to the floor, keeping the glutes nice and relaxed, and then release. Lower back to the floor, and release it. Try to keep your legs completely relaxed. You're just using the core to press the lower back to the floor, tilting the pelvis, and then softly release. If arching feels good, you can arch and make space under the lower back. Under again, pull the muscles in, tilt, and relax and arch. So really pressing the tail down with it, and relax, tilt, keep your eyes closed. I think you're just thinking of the feeling of walking on the sacrum. Breathe. And walk. A few times on the sides that you like. And relax. Now your knees fall side to side on the windshield wiper. Good windshield wiper. Let your nose fall to the opposite direction. And again, this can be slow or this can be fast. Be conscious of your abdominals. So you really pull the belly button in. As you relax your legs, you really pull the legs to come up from the core so that the legs are not leading. Relaxing the legs, and then from the core, you pull the legs back to center. 2 more times. Pull with your abdominals, the legs back to center. Last time. And good. Let's straighten those legs one more time. An angle that you're able to see better. Possibly not. Right? You're wearing black. Sometimes good, sometimes not good. So straighten your legs again. Comfortable. Now it's going to be a shape that we have this internal rotation happening in the hips. And now we're going to shake the whole body nice and soft. So what the action is for your feet is to flex the ankle and then relax the ankle. Flexing. I mean flexing that you are bending from the ankle, lifting your toes to the ceiling, and then relaxing. This is all. It's actually not, it's actually extension, plantar extension, but we call it extension. So let's not go so in details on this anatomy lesson. So flexing and releasing, flexing and releasing. Both feet at the same time. So flex and relax. And as you are flexing, you sense the body moving back, and then relaxing, the body moves back. So there's this back and forth, easy rocking happening. And possibly your chin is moving up and down. Let's try. I know from teaching face-to-face classes, Oh, a long time ago, some of my students were not able to do this, and I went and helped them to move by using my hands on the bottom of your feet. So they was able to relax into this body. So just do your best you can. It's very small, so I'm not flexing and relaxing or pointing the feet. It's very small. You can just very, very tiny movement make your body rock. But we have to be able to do it very fast. So it's not fully flexion and pointing. It's very small movement with the heel on the floor. And you just like shake forward. It's really, really relaxing for all the fluids in your body. So try to keep your body quite relaxed and just keep that ankle machine going. I know that you get out of rhythm. When you feel really out of rhythm, relax, tap the backs of your knees to the floor and start again. The more you think about it, the harder it is. Don't think about it. Especially relax your jaw. You can do this mouth open. It's good. I know your breath might be out of order. Just do a few times. Try to keep your breath calm. So indeed, deep inhales and exhales. Few more. Get a sense of tiredness here as well. Counting down from 4, 3, 2, and 1 to 0, and relax. Hopefully you have this kind of sensation that you're spreading on the floor. That small movement shakes it up on the deeper fluids in your body and creates relaxation. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And I like to bring your knees back up. And then hug your knees to chest. And possibly really lift your head off the floor as well. So you're really hugging in. If you don't want to lift your head off the floor, you can just hug your knees in and lift your tail off the floor. If you can lift your head, making yourself fall. Let's repeat this few times. Relax your knees only away from your chest as long as your arms are, so you don't let them go out. And then bring it in. You can keep your breath natural. Maximum. Relax your head down. Let your knees only go as far as your arms are long. And then bringing your knees back to chest, nose to the knees. 2 more times. And last one. Good. And release it down. We can do a windshield wiper again. So we do one of the pelvic reset exercises. And for this one, you will want to have that, whatever you chose, either belt or scarf. Actually, I'm going to use this blanket that I made as a scarf. I'm going to use this one. So anything that you are comfortable with. And then either block or a blanket to squeeze between your knees. Okay, so let's start. You're going to place the blanket. You're going to have your knee squeezing softly. Not that you're going to break a sweat with this one. You just want to have it nice and easy. I'm having my heels slightly off the floor so that I can do this skiing. Okay, so now not all the way here. This is very tiny skiing and very quick. So just gonna rock side to side like that. So softly squeeze your single and narrow blanket. So squeeze your narrow blanket. We're gonna need another one, or we're gonna have a block, wider block. So let's do that. So very quickly, as it's skiing down the hill, keep skiing down the hill and you squeeze the block or the blanket and keep going faster. So keep those arms on the side, belly button in. My heels are off the floor. Your heels can be on the floor as well, but I feel I can control my ankles being together better. Another 10, keep your belly buttons in. 9, 8, 7, 6, faster. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Excellent. Now either double blanket or a block. Okay, so you have a wider double blanket, or I place a block like this. So now they are far apart. Okay, double blanket or block. I stay with block. Same thing, heels off the floor, and you're going. Keep squeezing. So anyone of them that was late coming in, you still have a chance to shake and ski down the hill. Keep your arms relaxed. Keep your belly button in. No arching, neutral spine. Just keep skiing down. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep squeezing. You feel in your inner thighs. 6, 5. Keep breathing comfortably. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Take that off. And now take your scarf or your belt or your band. I'm going to tie my knees together. So now I'm going to put it underneath and cross it over. It looks like that. I'm packaging my knees together. So now with your arms, you're pulling so that you cannot get your knees apart. Okay, you're still in the same position, but you want to keep your knees pulled in. If you had it completely packaged and you were able to do it, that would be good as well. This is not to break into sweat, okay? So this is not like you're going to do like a muscle work, a lot of muscle work. So now I'm lying again, same thing. I have my legs tied up and I'm trying to separate my knees, but my belt is preventing that from happening. So, and I do the same thing. So as you are tilting, small skiings, you're trying to press away. Press away. So very small, I press my knees to this blanket and I move the same easy skiing movement. Keep pressing your knees apart. Don't let them go all the way apart, but you just keep doing. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. And let your legs go straight and just see what we have done, how your pelvis area feels. Actually, when I put my legs together and I was squeezing the blanket in the beginning, I had this sound coming in the inner thigh, like, and that's what usually happens. That's when the pelvis really finds its place when you're squeezing. We're going to do another one. These are always very good if you have fallen or have a sudden surprising movement, or you have just the lower back is sore or something in the pelvis. You can reset the pelvis. Basically eliminate all those tight muscles that are pulling your pelvis into wrong position and which may cause discomfort. Stay where you are. I'm just turning in again to have a visual so that you can see what I am doing, because sometimes it can be quite challenging to see what I'm doing because you're not supposed to be so actively looking anyway. It would be good for you to follow without looking, but oh well. So now, second pelvis set, reset. Again, while these are staying here on the video recorded, then you can come back again to this one to repeat them anytime you need to. So you're still lying on your back. I'm taking this angle, hopefully that it's easier for you to see, and your knees are relaxed on your stomach. Again, you want to create this kind of opposition. So as you know that everything is more stable when there is either simultaneous two forces pulling apart or simultaneously two forces pressing into each other. That's how you balance. Also, when we're doing in yoga, you're doing different kinds of hand. Let's say that right hand is on the thigh side of the knee, and the left hand is on the other side of the knee. And I press them. So I want to keep the thighs exactly where they are. I press, keep the belly button in, and the knees are not moving. So I'm just pressing. They don't want to move. They stay there. And I release and I switch. So now the right hand is on the front part of the knee and left hand is here, and same thing, press. So I could exhale here and inhale and release and switch. Exhale, inhale, release, switch, exhale. You're going to keep doing this a few times. I'm hoping your blanket and your blanket is somewhere close by. So again, you're not breaking into sweat, you're just activating. So you're just keeping the knees there, fighting, pressing the knee against the hands, whichever direction your hand is in. And press, release. Two more. Press, release. And last one, press and release. Now take that blanket, place it between your knees, put the feet to the floor, and for 10 seconds you're squeezing. So squeeze 10, 9, keep breathing and just squeezing as much as you can. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. So sometimes when I'm squeezing right there, I get these sounds that the pelvis is resetting into neutral. Again, you can repeat this exercise every day. So you're just having those second, keep bringing your pelvis neutral with the thighs, with the muscles of thighs. So you sit a lot during the day. So it can be that you are not completely, you have different tightnesses in the pelvis area, and then it takes your lower back also into that position. So relax this, take your windshield wipers again. So today's theme seems to be in this class a little bit more therapeutic, finding and resetting the body. Good. Finish up your windshield wipers. Let's come back to center. And now keep the blanket or block again nearby. Let's do our pearl chain lifting up. Again, you know that the pelvis lift or the bridge starts with your imprint. So you're neutral and you are, again, with your free breath, you start bringing the lower back to the floor. Slowly, slowly, pearl chain, lifting up your vertebra by vertebra, you lift your pelvis up. That's it. I got some noises here happening now in the pelvis. So think of quite natural and neutral glutes, not squeezing with all your might, just a little bit. And then you start to come down in your own time. So keep repeating this few times with your comfortable breath. No rush. Slowly, slowly. And once you come down, you can again arch if that feels good to you. Tilting the tail down to the floor, making more space under your lower back, and then going back again at the chain of pearls. So back, lower back to the floor, continuing slowly, slowly lifting to that nice bridge, going as high as comfortable, and then slowly, slowly coming down. So let's add to this simple movement the lock or the blanket between your knees. And again, doing the same thing. So now you just squeeze softly the blanket. Again, rocking, imprint. Keep your eyes closed, no need to look. Going pearl by pearl, really slowing it down. No need to be rushing. Go as high as feels comfortable. Watch again that you're squeezing very strongly with your glutes to be high. So if you do squeeze, then try to relax them before you start coming down. In your own timing, slowly coming down. Keep the breath going. One more time. Again, if you wish to arch before going up, you can. Remember always first the lower back to the floor, and then you follow up the lift of the pelvis. Good. Let's add the arms. So now as we are down on the floor, and I like you to arch whatever is comfortable, tilting. I like you to keep the arms here on the floor and bring maybe the elbows into your body. And think of shoulder blades coming towards each other. So you just activate the shoulder blades in and tucking them into the spine, and I'm arching. Actually feels quite good. So I keep the arch going in the spine. I bring my shoulder blades nicely in and squeeze softly the blanket. I release everything and begin to imprint. And I slowly, slowly bring the pelvis up again to the bridge. And in bridge, I want to lift my shoulders to the ceiling. It looks, I hope you can see that I'm really not doing anything with the arms. So now I'm just hollowing in the chest and lifting shoulders up. Spreading the shoulder blades from each other. And then releasing the shoulders and at the same time going down the pearl chain again to the floor. Arching, bringing the shoulder blades together, and actually it feels so good. I want to really bring the elbows in to feel the shoulder blades coming together. So I'm arching a little bit bigger. Release, imprint, and bring them up. Slowly, slowly up, all the way up, and then lifting my shoulders again off the floor. Releasing the shoulders, and in your own time, slowly, slowly coming down to the floor. Remove your blanket, relax your legs, and tap the backs of your knees to the floor. I feel that you have a sensation all the way up towards your neck now, and not only concentrating on the pelvis. So let's come back to center. Lifting, again, hopefully feeling nice and comfortable. Lifting the right leg up to the ceiling. And then bringing your hands on the back of the right leg. That's it. You can hold your hands underneath your knee or above your knee. You can point and flex your ankle. Do a few circles. Stretch. Feel the neck long. Watch that your chin is coming up. Then you need to place something under your head. You want to have length. Circling your ankle a few times again. Comfortable. Leaving the back of the leg nice and long. Let's switch the leg. So relax the right leg and take the left. And stretch. Oh, side is tighter. Remember, if you have really tight, you could do some superficial massage up and down as well on the back of the leg. Point and flex. Again, doing some ankle circles. In the back of the leg, especially here for me, it's quite tight. Good. And we do in our, again, the first best move of the world. Like Yukari was saying, this is the best move in the world because our enemy is sitting, and this is medicine. Thank you, Lily. Miss Lily, go away and not scratch my mat. This is the medicine for against sitting. Yes, cat is the only one that scratches the mat. So you have your pelvic. Set your knees as your pelvis. Bring your right knee to your chest. And now remember, the leg is staying, the foot on the floor is staying the way it is. Let me do your left one so you see my right side. And what you're doing is that you're just trying to hug the left thigh to your chest as much as you can. I think we've done this before in the other videos and definitely in my classes. So you're going to press the right foot to the floor, and in one movement, not too slow, you keep the lower back tucked in so that your left thigh is close to your thigh, and press with your right foot to the floor and lifting the pelvis up. So you're basically activating the back of the thigh, and here is stretch. And then lower down. I like you to do one side, possibly you're doing the same side, left thigh on the chest and right foot on the floor 4 times. So let's do it. So nice and easy. Lifting up, you can exhale and then you can inhale. You're tapping down only the lower back. So you're not releasing or arching. You want to keep it tucked in and keep the belly button in and keep the thigh as close to your chest as possible. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. 2 more. 1 more. If you did more, remember to repeat on the other side the same amount. So let's switch sides. Same thing. Tucking in. Basically, my tail is off the floor. I am not with neutral lower back. I want tuck in, and then I start. Lift, down. I definitely sense weakness in one side. Lift, down. So this side, even got a cramp. So if that's happened to you as well, remember to shake it off, and then you know that that might be your weak side. Lift, down. Lift, down. So now finish this side. So if you know now which is your weak side, you're going to do, let's say you're going to do 2 with your strong side and 4 with your weak side. So let's start whichever side this is. If it's the weak, do 4. If it's the strong, do 2. So I do 2 on my strong side. In your own, switch to the other side and do 4 or 2. Keep your breath going. It's quite fast. Just one decision and you do it. 2 on the strong side. Because usually the strong side is also open on the front. The weak side is also weaker in the front. Last set, last time, 2 on the strong, weak 4 times. Good work. Good. Finish up and relax your legs again. Straight. And tap the backs of your knees on the floor. Take a nice inhale and exhale. And bend your knees again and do a few windshield wipers. Good. So now for this next exercise, you definitely need space on the side of your mat. And if you're in a narrow place like me now, okay, on this other side I have space, on the other side I don't. So try to wiggle on into a place that you would have a little bit more space on the side. So I'm going to move my mat so that I have also space on both sides of my mat. So same thing, you are lying on your back. Straighten the right leg. So now for this one, you want to have the other one completely straight or slightly bent, whichever feels good. Not too bent though. Yeah, just slightly bent is okay if you feel tight. Just stretch both legs a few times. Lower it down. You have your feet together in the bottom. And then you stretch again. Do a few times. Again, if this is uncomfortable, bend the other knee, straighten and switch. Straighten, bring, and down and switch. Good. We're going to go into the rotation of the spine. So I'm going to have both legs straight, arms on the side like a T. And before we do it with breath and movement, we're going just to do it with nice, easy, slow movement. So right leg comes up. You are going to rotate it from the hip and the lower body so that the right leg could tap on the floor, possibly. If it doesn't tap, you're welcome to leave the foot in the air. And you come back to center and then replace it. And then you switch. You take the left leg. Now, as you can see, my leg doesn't have to come all the way up here. 90-degree angle, straight to the sky is fine. And from there, you tilt. The left toe is touching the right side, and you can turn your head towards the left. Only if your neck is comfortable, you don't have to do that. You can keep your head also facing the ceiling. This is again for your spinal hip mobility. Then you come back to center and down. Again, right up, rotate, float. Coming back, I have a nice crack there in the spine, and back down. Lifting up, with left foot going to the right, looking to the left. Come back, and down. Now you feel that sense of your core. You have to keep your belly button in. So now I'd like you to try, if that feels good, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Not necessary. You can keep your breath going naturally, and you can also keep your eyes open or closed. So I do inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Left side. If there's any part of this exercise that is painful, you will not go so far. If you feel like, okay, I can only go this little bit on any side, or your leg is there and you just go little, that is fine. It will just grow in time. Inhale. So I leave you to do your own. Keep going in your own timing. You can definitely go slower than I am going. In your own timing, going up and side. Keeping that belly button in. Hopefully each time that you go, you find that it's easier and the leg is even going higher. 4 more times to each leg. And if by now you're like, hey, this is not easy, so you keep going to breath. Inhale up, exhale, rotate. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale, rotate. Inhale up and exhale down. Last 2 times. And finish your last one and relax your legs. And take nice inhales and exhales. Deep inhale and exhale. Good. Our thunderstorm is now past and there's actually a little bit of sun coming. Cyprus weather is completely unpredictable usually. That is nice. Let's bring our knees to your chest. And if you're comfortable rocking up and down, perfect. If you don't want to rock seated and down, then you can do rocking down here. Anything that feels good to you. Good. Now we're going to go on our tummies. So again, place yourself so that you are comfortable on your tummy. And again, that you hear me. That's the most important. I think that you can hear me, not necessarily need to look at your computer the whole time. That's it. And I'm going to check actually that I have all my, yes, okay. Yeah, there's a low charge on the computer. It's like, uh-oh, soon the computer is out and then it's not good. Good. So we are on our tummies. First upper body. We have actually 2 exercises left. And now we want to have that upper body a little bit more moved or a little bit more activated. So what you want to do is basically first, just place your hands under your forehead on top of each other. And this is where we find the perfect place for your hands. So hands are there. And you can choose whichever is convenient for you, whichever arm is convenient for you to do, you can. You can do right arm or left arm. So one hand stays here and the other one comes here to cobra position, as if you were doing cobra. Remember in yoga, we never do cobras that hand is under your shoulder, because when you start to do up, you might actually lift the shoulder to your ears. So you want to have the hand further back. Now, if at any time this exercise you feel that your wrist is getting sensitive, you can do smaller movement with your elbow down. Okay, so if you want to do more of that, you're going to lift your upper body off the floor, you can do the elbow down. It's just a smaller movement, but it might be what you need. So what we have, our head can come up. That's in the end, if you really would like to do it the biggest possible movement that you can. Otherwise, the head can rest on the right hand. On my right hand right now, you may have the other way around. So your forehead can rest on the hand that is on the floor in front of you, and then the other hand is on the side. Watch that you are too far away or very close. You want to have it sort of comfortable that you can see the left arm is comfortable. And what you want to do is you want to start lifting the chest off the floor. And you will feel it on the arm that is on the floor as well. Keeping the shoulder away from your ear. Softly pressing that hand on the side to the floor. And possibly turning your head to look on the side and then releasing the shoulder and releasing your forehead. And if you're comfortable and you know what you're doing, close your eyes. Don't look anymore. You cannot go too far because your hand is on the floor and your elbow is on the floor on that arm that your forehead is on. You're just rotating. 2 more times. Pressing the hand on the floor, rotate, and slowly coming down. We're going to do 4 more times, and now if you want, you can lift your head off and look towards the ceiling, and then resting your head back down. Pressing and lifting. Make sure that your head is comfortable, and then coming down. Again, you can continue here, down here. No need to lift your head unless you are really comfortable. Strengthening that arm that is pressing on the floor. Pelvis is relaxed, nothing is happening in the pelvis. And you come down. Relax and switch the sides. Bring the other arm and the other arm to cobra. And you can start. You know it already. Just remember that the position is comfortable. And if there is anything that causes pain, you're not going to go there. Keep your breath comfortable. You're only pressing as feels good to press. By keeping your head on the hand, you have a different sensation on that arm that is on the floor. To stretch on the upper arm. You have probably done about 4 times now. If you want to keep your head where it is, go ahead. Or you lift your head. And when you're lifting your head, your chest comes higher. Feel the shoulder blade as you're pressing on the floor and coming back down. Keep your breath going and eyes closed. And be aware that your shoulder is not coming towards your ears. Both shoulders stay away from your ears. Pressing. You feel that in your arm that is pressing. Definitely. Maybe you have done, maybe you do 1 more. And then slowly coming down. Relax your arms next to your body. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. And then we're going to do a scorpion kick. And same thing, as we did the other rotation. It's for your rotation of your spine. You needed space on the outside of the mat. Now for this one, for us ladies, I feel like I want to put my hands under my chest like this. You can do this, that usually men do very comfortably because they don't have rest as us ladies. You can have it here and have your feet together. You can have this position. I'll show you first and then you can decide whether you want to have your hands protecting your chest or you want to have your arms on the side. Bending the knee, so we can say that I will start with the right leg. You bend the knee. When I bend my knee, then I will take my scorpion tail, which is my foot, and I rotate outside of my mat. So now, yes, your upper body can come a little bit up. You don't have to be glued here because if I'm glued here, I can hardly touch the floor. So I release a little bit of the right side of my chest when the right toe is touching the floor. And then I return back to center. Let's try the other side and you can decide whether you want to have your arms like this or under your chest. Bend the left knee. Movement goes to the right, so I tilt my pelvis and I tap the floor with my left toe. And my left, as you can see, the same side, chest is coming off the floor and you come back down. So I need to put my hands here so I lift my chest off the floor, otherwise it's uncomfortable for me. So what I do, my hands are here, I bend my right knee and I lift the chest, right side, tap the floor and come back. So now your nose is not on the floor, your head is uplifted. Lift, bend the knee, lift the knee off the further side, tap the floor, keep the belly button in, but it's quite relaxed, and then I come back. So I inhale, I bend the knee, I exhale, inhale, return, exhale, relax the foot. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Or you go slower and keep breathing the way you like to breathe. Up and here. Watch again that you are not lifting your shoulders in and you're crunching in. You want to keep your spine completely long the whole time. Lift and bend and center and down. Lift and bend and center and down. That's it. So now, if you are ready, if you like to do it faster, you will go already when your knee is bending, and then you come down. You will go and come down instead of bending and rotating and coming back down. Bending and rotating is completely fine. Or bend and rotate, exhale down. Inhale, go, or exhale down. Or you like to exhale and inhale down, exhale and inhale down. With your own breath, whatever you chose, a few more times. Keep your belly button in the whole time. Okay, back, kicking, and back. 4, in your own time. So I don't want to count too fast and rush you. Keep your eyes closed as well. I'll give you time to do 2 more or just 1 more. Good. Go ahead and finish up there at home. And then we come slowly, slowly to child's pose. So press your hands to the floor. You can come to tabletop first. Comfortable position for your knees. And then release down to your chest. Chest over your thighs. Deep inhales and exhales. Really relax. Take your final inhale and exhale. Just deepen, deepen, deepen if you like. And begin to roll up, slowly, slowly. Either seated position or in other way, and let's flip the legs forward. Straighten your legs, sit up and relax over. One more stretch for your spine. Relax the shoulders, head. Hopefully there is freedom in the upper body. Hopefully you feel freedom in your lower spine. And hopefully you feel, of course, freedom in your pelvis area. Just take deeper inhales and exhales as you're resting. And then slowly, slowly coming up. And we take our time to roll down to the back. And then little by little coming down to lie on your back. Not least, last but not least, you're just going to have a little bit more finding the core, and we'll come and sit on the chair. That's it. So again, remember that the feet are not here, they are not there. You're trying to find perfect dining table chair. So it's not a couch or anything else. You want to have that neutral spine. You're not tucked in. You're only tucked in if your lower back and lower spine is sensitive. So then you bring your knees a little bit in and you have the lower back there. But you would like to strengthen the neutral spine by sitting in the chair. Relax your arms on the side and you are just sitting. Watch. I cannot see you what you're doing, so you need to judge yourself that you are indeed, your knees are right on top of the pelvis and not further away and not close unless the lower back needs it. Good. So you keep your arms relaxed and you're just going to go one leg at a time. Tap down 2 times and return back to your chair. You can take a nice inhale, tap, and exhale. Slower the better. Close your eyes. So if you feel that when your eyes closed, your movement changes, try to really concentrate at the movement, the position stays. 2 taps, come back. You can breathe freely any way you like. This is the core strength of maintaining the position. 2 taps and back. 2 taps and back. That's it. Again, make sure that you're not changing chairs. You are still in the same chair. That's it. Start to feel in your thighs. 4 more. Keep your belly button in. As you start to get tired, you feel what the connection to this exercise is. Keep your belly button in. Keep your pelvis stable. Keep your lower back stable. Keep everything stable. Can we do 2 more? Tap, tap. Seated position and tap, tap, seated position. You could continue more. This is a very simple, very good, and specifically very simple exercise to cultivate the pelvis stability and your lower back and your core, everything. Slowly lower down and straighten your legs and tap the legs on the floor. And it's time to come back to the end. So now our session is finishing. So either stay here, put a blanket on, make sure that you are warm, lie on your back. I sit to lead this relaxation and you are on your back, relaxing and resting on your back. Again, knees bent and knees leaning to each other, if you like, or just however you wish to be. And arms and legs in a space that you feel able to relax. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath again and sensing the new place that you have, to which you have come, doing all these exercises to reset your pelvis and possibly reset the whole body. So again, let's scan the body nice and slowly. Focus on your toes, arches of your feet, ankle and heel, your shins and calves, your knees, your thighs, your gluteal area, the pelvic bowl, relaxed abdominals, the whole entire spine, the rib cage, shoulder blades and arms, the shoulders, elbows, wrists and fingers, the neck, the jaw, eyes, skin on your face, skull. Now just listen to whatever sound you have in the background, hopefully silence. Just listen to the silence for a moment. Letting your body reset itself entirely. And it's time to come back to your breath. Time to again feel those extremities, your fingertips and your toe tips and your hair, your skin, and then the inner world, heartbeat, blood flowing in the veins. Just accept that you are a walking miracle. And the thoughts on top of that, you are amazing. So find that gratitude in your heart as you bring your hands to Namaste. And because you are wherever you are okay to continue relaxing even after this. Keeping your eyes closed, feeling that Namaste, Anjali Mudra with love, respect, and gratitude for yourself, first of all, and for everything that you have created in your life. The credit is yours. Namaste. I wish you a wonderful, wonderful day. Lots of health, wealth, and happiness. Stay well. And again, I hope to see you soon. So, it is raining in Cyprus. Spring is coming. Let us rejoice. Bye-bye.